Howdy folks, and today we're following Kenzomm playing in his IKB 65 Alt 2. He's a tier 8 match on Prokhorovka, top spawn. Interesting stuff about this tank, it's essentially like it looks like a tortoise. It goes 60. And it's got basically a Hellcat gun. The only difference is it has a crap long reload. I mean, it's only a 90mm and it has a 9-second reload. Oh, 8.5, but Ding Dong over here, I'm pretty sure has a female crew in here. This, unfortunately, is a very, very boring, campy type of map. So you get a lot of battles where you wind up having the entire 1-2 line just camping, but most recently, since the update, patch 9.18, there's hardly been anyone ever going the 1-2 line. Which is funny because just a brilliant spic. Brilliant. Which is funny because this patch, light tanks were actually nerfed. So, I mean, a lot of them lost their view range, lost their camo rating, lost their mobility, lost their gun. Why wouldn't you go 1-2 line? I mean, I can understand it in a match like this where 2 out of the 3 top tier tanks are light tanks. I mean, I would not want to push into that. Probably my favorite feature about this tank is the 360-degree spiral smoke grenade launcher, flare launcher, or whatever it is. I know it's for one of the two. And he almost takes out one of his teammates there, just... I personally have finally ground through both tier 10s on the line, and looking back, I miss grinding through some of these tanks. The tier 5 was fun because it's freaking fast. And tier 7 was fun because it's got a really good gun and really good camo. I hated the UDES. Hated it for most of the entire time I had it until in the later part when I had like a 65% camo rating and 288 penetration. But since then, the Swedish line, both of them, they're difficult, very difficult to play, and they start out very, very hard to play. They're not easy tanks to play, but fortunately, the further up the tiers you go, the easier they are to play. I wouldn't say easier, but they're more enjoyable to play. So, like, going from the tier 7 to the tier 8 on the tank destroyer line. Actually, I might as well start with this one. Going from the tier 6 to the tier 7, you get a lower profile tank, you get higher camo rating, and you get a faster firing gun with more penetration. Going from the tier 7 to the tier 8, you get a tank that has more camo rating, lower profile, it's faster. I mean, it goes 50 kilometers an hour in reverse, if I remember right, and 70 forwards. You also get a gun that has more penetration than a Grill 15. Going from the tier 8 to the tier 9, you get armor. You can bounce stuff that's 120mm or smaller, and you get a gun that has 308mm penetration. That was a good blind shot. And then going from the tier 9 to the tier 10, you get a faster firing gun, which can be buffed to have over 4,000 DPM. You get 0.01 dispersion when you're turning your tank, so basically the reticle, it doesn't get bigger when you turn the tank. You get the same camo rating, and you get more frontal armor. So now you can bounce stuff that's like 100 and... you can bounce pretty much anything that's 120 or smaller. And you can bounce some stuff up to 150 millimeters. And then you get rare occasions where like a Jagdpanzer 100 with a 170mm cannon will bounce off your front tracks, your front spare tracks, and yeah, you get rare situations like that from time to time. Just about to run out of AP shells. Too bad we couldn't see if that one. Oh, I don't think that one hit. Wasn't paying enough attention. A lot of people claim that the Swedish tank destroyers are red line back of the map campers. You sit in a bush and you wait for people to come to you. That's partially true, but not for all of the tanks. I mean, in the tier 8, you definitely don't want to be doing it. You don't want to be seen in that thing. Nothing. Just, you sit in a bush, you wait, you do nothing. It's very tedious. Now, that's the same case for some of the lower tier tanks. But once you hit tier 9, tier 10, you can be a bit more aggressive. You have armor to bounce about 75% of the guns you're going to go up against. The biggest issue I have with the tier 10 is the fact that the heat shield on the front of it doesn't really block heat all that well. Which is quite unfortunate. Sometimes I really hate watching replays like this because I look at them and I think, well, I could do that. I can totally do that. And then I go play the tank and I fail miserably. Oh. Oh. Of course, I fat-fingered the spacebar, so as soon as I started talking, it cut out. Paused the video, and I'm not entirely sure how that shell... Ooh, this is not good. Oh crap, this was almost a Kolobanov's. Wow. So that's 2 blind shots he's taken today. On the brighter side, he could actually one-shot both of them. I mean, the averages for 240, they have 485. So either way, it's... As long as he pens all of his shots, it shouldn't take more than 4 shells. Ooh, this is not good. Cromwell with 0 kills is calling this guy... He's calling Kenzomm useless, who has 5 kills. He's killed a third of the enemy team so far. The other guy did nothing, and he's calling him useless. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. And he's not spotted. Aw. No, back up. Back up. Don't do that. No. Huh? Bang. Now he's spotted, yep. Oh, he is so lucky that guy didn't have the derp. He is so far beyond lucky about that. Holy crap. So that's what it takes, 5,071 W and 8 to get Ace Tanker in this thing. Interesting. That match, Ken picked up himself an Ace Tanker, Duelist, Fire for Effect, and a Top Gun. He was almost top for damage on either team, but he was top on his team. The enemy SU-100Y beat him out with 3 hit points worth of damage. He was top for kills and experience, though. He fired 30 shells, hit 17, penned 15, did 2451 damage, 1969 of which was over 300 meters. He received 2 hits, both of which went through because this tank has no armor. He damaged 8 enemy vehicles and killed 7, and traveled nearly 4 kilometers. After taxes, he lost almost as much as he received, and that's because he wound up running out of standard shells and had to shoot, I believe, 10 out of his 30 shells fired, I believe, were premium ammo. Even if he did have a premium account, he would have still lost money. That battle, he received just over 3,700 experience. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one.